What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. Um, this has to be talked about now. There's no more speculation. Um, we can't say, oh, it'll correct itself. Oh, I'm not worried about it. Oh, it's gonna go away, and he'll get back on track. No, the one thing that pisses me off about the mainstream media is that there is absolutely no truth telling for the most part and no accountability. And that's one of the main reasons why, even though Charles Barkley has all those fucking flaws, right? That's one of the main reasons why I still fuck with Charles Barkley. Because at the very least, he will tell the truth about a lot of shit. Steph Curry is a phenomenal player, but there's something going on with him this year. There's something going on with him. And he is officially out of the MVP race. He's out of it. He's out of the MVP race. Just as much as I would say that LeBron putting up meaningless points and losing, what I'm saying, every goddamn night, or almost every night, goes against him. Even though the Warriors have a really good record overall, his personal struggles eliminate him from the MVP discussion, in my opinion. Now, earlier this year, October, all the way through Thanksgiving, Steph Curry was right there. He was at the lead when it came to the MVP conversation. Now, individually, he and Kevin Durant were having a race for the scoring lead. Both were averaging over 29 points a game. Curry was shooting 46%, but hey, that's a little bit low for him. But considering all things, you can live with that. He was shooting 43% from three. He was having some spectacular performances. He dropped 50 on Trae Young's head, reminding him that I'm still the man. I'm still the best when it comes to, what I'm saying, the combo guards as far as shooting in this league. I'm still here. Then, of course, that amazing performance that he put on at Barclays Center when he had the Barclays Center's crowd cheering him, chanting MVP, right? Chanting MVP. He had the Cleveland crowd, who's supposed to be his nemesis. He had them chanting MVP. He was a runaway. The Warriors were on pace to win 70 something games. They looked like they were going to be one of these championship teams that we just remember throughout history, like the '83 Sixers, the '96 Bulls, the '87 Lakers, the '86 Celtics, the '72 Lakers. They're going to be '89 Pistons. They're going to be one of those teams. And then suddenly, because I'm starting to think of something psychological going on. Something happened to Steph Curry sometime around Thanksgiving weekend. I don't know what it is or what it was, but something happened. Now, I don't want to speculate too much, but we've heard of we know some of the things that have happened off the court with regards to his parents. I don't want to go into detail here. We've heard some speculation about certain things in his personal life. I don't know what's true. I hope all of it's false, but all I know is something's going on that is causing this slump. Yes, Klay Thompson had a slump at the beginning of it might have been the 18-19 season where he just couldn't buy a bucket. That lasted for maybe 15, 16 games. And then unfortunately against my fucking Bulls, he broke that slump. And for the most part, the rest of the year he got back on track. This is something unprecedented. I've never seen this before. I have never seen a player um, go through, as great as a player as he is, go through this prolonged a period of struggles as far as shooting. Never. without there being some underlying serious injury. This is why there's this speculation, man. Is he hurt? Um, you know, is it the weight gain? Um, is it him playing defense that's taken away from his offense? But even if that is the case, it shouldn't be hurting him this much. Now, the Warriors won last night, 94-92, but Curry once again had one of those horrid shooting nights of 5 of 20 from the floor and only 1 of 13 from three. 1 of 13 from three, 14 points. Steph, I'm sorry, guys, but Steph Curry has officially shot himself out of the MVP race. I'm sorry. I mean, yeah, the team still has a really good record, but his performances have been less than stellar, to say the least. If you go all the way back to November the 30th, that's a majority of the season now, I believe, or at least half the season. Go all the way back to November 30th. Steph Curry, in that time frame, is averaging 23.8 points on more than 20 field goal attempts attempted per game. He's shooting 37.6% from the floor and only 33.8% from three-point range. 33.8% from three-point range. This is a guy who is a career 43% three-point shooter. Even his free throws have cooled off a little bit. At one point, he was leading the league in free throw attempts, at free throw percentage, at 94%. Now he's down to 91%, which is still phenomenal. But in the last the last several games, he started missing some free throws. He's 89%. It's to the point now where when Steph Curry shoots the basketball, you you're starting to expect him to miss. That's never happened before. This is unprecedented. People get on Russell Westbrook, right? And I understand why. But we know he's not a good shooter. So I don't understand the befuddlement when he misses threes. We know he can't shoot. We know his offensive game has deteriorated. We know this. What I'm trying to figure out is why is there not more videos talking about Steph Curry and his struggles? This is the guy that Stephen A. Smith tells us is the greatest shooter God has ever created. Well, if he's the greatest shooter God has ever created, then we really should be in shock at what's going on this year. He has been far from the best shooter in the NBA this year. And I don't want to hear about Klay Thompson and him throwing the offense out of whack because, first of all, this slump has started way before Klay Thompson came back. And, you know, Klay, I can give him a pass. Man, the guy hasn't played basketball in 2.5 goddamn years. Okay, so if he's struggling, I don't give a shit right now. But this is perplexing to me. This one right here, um, I'm starting to think there's something psychological behind it now. I don't know whether he's lost confidence. I don't know what it is. I don't know. But this is a guy that normally shoots between 47 to 50% from the floor each year. This year he's shooting 41.6%. This is a guy that normally shoots 42 to 45% from three every year. He's shooting 37.6% from three. And a lot of that is being helped from the earlier first 6 weeks. Um, I don't know what's going on, man. I really don't know what is going on with Steph Curry, but it is troublesome. It's troublesome. In the month of January, and it's not getting any better. If anything, it's getting a little worse. In the month of January, Steph Curry is averaging 21 points, 5 rebounds, 7 assists. He's shooting 36% from the floor, 30% from three, which is Westbrook like 30% from three, and 89% from the line. 30% from three. Now, mind you, he takes 12 to 13 threes a game. So that's a big part of his game, which does beg the question. I mean, not the question, but it does add fuel to to the belief that is Steph Curry, he is a dangerous player. But is he a bit one dimensional? A little bit. I mean, no, he's not a 3-point shooter in the sense of a Steve Kerr or a Tim Legler or Craig Hodges. No, he's not some spot 3-point shooter. If you run him off the line, he's useless. That's not what I'm saying. But he does overly rely on the three. He takes 13 attempts per game. And it seems that a lot of his struggles, to me this year, are coming from his struggles from three and the two in the mid range. He's struggling with both of those. And if you take away the three from Steph Curry, you're taking away a lot of his firepower. But it's not even just it's not really that though. It's not so much that defenders are like doubling and tripling him. He's just missing a lot of shots he normally makes. So I don't know, man. Y'all tell me what y'all think about this, man, because this is really, really puzzling. You know.